Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. A student of the Nevis Sixth Form College, Brian Dorr, is now the owner of a Dell Latitude 5401, a prize he won for taking the Information and Communications Technology ICT Week Challenge. ICT Week is an initiative of the NIA's Information Technology IT Department.
Last year, our department had IT Week, and we put a challenge out to the high schoolers and sixth formers that they were to create something in form of technology that would kind of bring out our theme, which was content creation and not consumption. And we had about 3 entrants. Mr. Dorr came to me and he said he will be entering. Now I smiled. Just smiled because I've interacted with Mr. Dorr before, and when he says he's going to do something, he's going to try his best to do what he said he's going to do with whatever he had. So I just want to thank him for participating, and he will be getting this morning the fruits of his labor.
Upon receiving his prize, Dorr gave a description of his entry with the theme Increasing Nevis's Footprint.
So what you're seeing here is a stop motion. I had to take consecutive and stabilized pictures going around the globe at each frame per second, and then I process it to move at 2 times the speed to make it look like it was videoed. This challenge has taught me a lot. I mean, I use what I have learned in my classes, digital media, and one thing I was taught is that be a producer, not a consumer, and that's what I did. I borrowed the stress balls from people. I had to buy some, and I used what I had on me and created something that only at the time I could have created, and it did show what I did learn in class.
Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Library Services and Information Technology, commended the staff of the IT department for hosting a successful ICT week, as well as Brian Dorr for winning the challenge.
I don't think that there is any ministry or any department that does not benefit from what the staff at the IT department does. So we would like to wish you all continued success in what you do. Continue to create the platforms that is going to help us be better at what we do. Digitizing and technology and all of these things are very important in this present age. And some of the things we do, we cannot do it if we do not have the support and the go-to individuals that we have here at the IT department. And once again, we would like to say congratulations to Mr. Dorr, and we hope that you will continue your quest in being better at the technologies that are available to you. I'm almost certain that what you're going to receive this morning is going to help you in that enterprise and that endeavor.
The second annual ICT Week ran from November 4th to 8th, 2019, under the theme Content Creation, Not Consumption. The St. Thomas's Primary School received a donation of school supplies on Wednesday, February 5th. The donor is past student of the school, Latoya Jones.
I'm simply here just to give back to those who gave to me. And I'm grateful that I'm in a position to do so. So I am happy that when I reach out to Tisha Narlene and I asked her, what items or what do the school need? And she provided me with a list. And I said, I am going to try my best to provide the school with everything on the list, and that is my goal. So far, I've donated a few items on the list, and I'm working on eventually doing everything on that list. Besides the school supplies here, I have intentions of sponsoring races for the upcoming school sports. I'm looking forward to that.
Jones also committed to sponsoring students for the next school term.
In the upcoming school term, or the new school term, I've expressed to Teacher Narlene that I'm hoping to sponsor a boy and a girl, which would be chosen by the teachers or Teacher Narlene herself. And with that, I'm hoping to sponsor whether lunch, uniforms, books, whatever it is that the child may need. This is just me giving back. It's nothing more. I've always been a big believer in giving back. My grandmother taught me that when you do good, it follows you. And I want you to practice that. You don't have to be a millionaire to give back. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to have a lot of money in order to give back. You don't. Even when you're at school and you have snacks, it's as simple as having snacks. Okay? And you see your friend and she doesn't have enough, simply share with her.
Jones made the presentation to Education Officer with responsibility for the school, Avril Elliott, who expressed the thanks and in turn presented the supplies to Principal of the school, Nolin Smithen. Smithen also expressed her gratitude to Jones.
On behalf of the staff and the students of the St. Thomas's Primary School, Ms. Latoya Jones, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for your generosity. As the Bible says, it's better to give than to receive. And I pray that the Lord will continue to bless you and may you prosper in all your endeavors.
Principal of the St. Thomas's Primary School, Nolin Smithen. The architects, contractors, and all others involved in the planning and execution of the newly built Treasury and Inland Revenue Department building complex ought to be commended, so notes former Premier of Nevis and the Minister of Nevis Affairs in the federal government, the Honorable Vance Amory.
And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that today every single citizen and resident of Nevis and visitors, because visitors come, they take pictures, they look around to see what is there. And while some might want to see just the old 17th century, 18th century buildings, they cannot fault this. And I want to say to Mr. Colin MacD Walters, the architect, and to the contractors, subcontractors, Lefco, Orville Liebert and his team, who were the main contractors, and all the other contractors, electricians and so on, who helped, that they have done a magnificent work and created what I will say is a beautiful edifice, a building which is a joy to look at.
The Honorable Vance Amory was speaking during a ceremony to commission the new facility on Thursday, January 30th. Minister Amory also gave words of advice to the persons who attended the ceremony.
The achievement of the Nevis administration is a demonstration of the resilience of the people of Nevis and how we usually respond in times of crisis and times of tragedy. And we've had a few, and this perhaps was our latest tragedy. And we responded with the kind of strength, the calmness, which now has led to what we have here today. And that resilience could be a template for how we act, how we behave in the future. In calm, possess your soul, possess your mind. Don't get too aggravated. Just take calm, look at the goal which you want to accomplish, look at the process.
Still to come.
All working persons, regardless of nationality, age, sex, or creed, must register.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back.
All working persons, regardless of nationality, age, sex, or creed, must register with Social Security and contribute with a view to benefit from the Social Security Fund in accordance with the law. In St. Kitts and Nevis, this coverage is also extended to the self-employed who continue to grow in significance but are not yet motivated or incentivized enough to be fully compliant. During the year, We intend to engage the self-employed more, seeking out ways to improve their relationship with Social Security, because it is important when contingencies arise that they can feel confident with their coverage of Social Security and that they get the right coverage available to them.
Minister of Social Security, the Honorable Vance Amory, making an address to officially launch the activities for the 42nd anniversary of the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board. Minister Amory noted that just recently, the board donated to the health sector.
Every year, Social Security makes a significant contribution to the health sector, providing such needed resources, including a recently purchased ambulance for St. Kitts and one on short order for Nevis in the next few months. That is why Social Security supports national security, providing resources to assist our security forces to mitigate against crime. That is why we continue to contribute to education and the development of the housing stock so that our people can be inspired to participate in the ongoing development of a thriving economy in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Minister with responsibility for Social Security, the Honorable Vance Amory. The following is a notice from the Nevis Water Department regarding a scheduled interruption in the water supply. The general public is asked to take note that there will be an interruption to the water supply in Lower Craddock Road from the Church of God of Prophecy to the intersection on the Island Main Road. This includes the areas northwest of the St. Paul's Anglican Church to the former Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses at Pinneys. Motorists traveling into Charlestown via the Island Main Road in the vicinity of the St. Paul's Anglican Church and through Lower Craddock Road are asked to be guided accordingly. The interruptions will commence at 7 a.m. on Saturday, February 8th. The water supply and the normal flow of traffic is expected to be reinstated by 2 p.m. The Nevis Water Department apologizes for the inconveniences these activities will cause. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.